The idea of the petition is to encourage walking as a sustainable way of utilizing our city space. If walking was encouraged by providing the infrastructure for walking, we need equal investment in roads for motor vehicles and investment in cycling ways, which are clearly marked as cycling ways for riders, bicycle riders. It requires also equal investment into footpaths for every road created. Then less people would have the necessity of using motor vehicles. They will also be safer on the roads. We also know that the more use of this physical means of mobility, the healthier you become, and that way you keep away from lifestyle diseases. We also know that finally, most of the informal sector and underprivileged groups and vulnerable groups, including students, people with disabilities, women and children, would rather save on the transport costs. So this infrastructure has a lot of benefits to the resident of Mombasa. Mombasa, like other cities in the region, they have witnessed rapid increase in urban population, and this has also caused a strain in the infrastructure that is available for the residents and visitors. And one of this infrastructure is actually the road network. We have, in the last 10 years, almost doubled the number of cars and three-wheelers and two-wheelers. Right now we have over 12,000 cars in the city and over 6,000 three-wheelers. With that strain, we then are increasing the amount of emission we are putting into the air because motor vehicles are using fossil fuel. All this infrastructure and decisions to build a walker-friendly city go hand in hand with some measures which require policy interventions to sustain them. So we will need to implement the policies that are there. Mombasa right now has a very dynamic climate policy that points out these requirements, but we might need additional policies to encourage car-free days and make it mandatory to have user-friendly pedestrian paths that will reduce our greenhouse gas footprint. The end result of solving all these problems or issues is we know that the quality of life will generally go up. There will be increase in economic capacity because there will be reduction in the cost of expenditure on fuel and building materials. We know that there will be reduction in the health costs because we have now invested in preventive medicine or in healthy living. And we also know that we shall have a reduction in the pollution of our environment. So if we have benefited from the environment, economic and health sector, then that is a prosperous and sustainable city we are making.